right, we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Wentz will try again on second down. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Good. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Wilson's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They go play action with Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
26-yard line.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Washington 3. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's a tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
At the 50-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made at the 40.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Gets this one to use check. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Washington.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He gets away from one. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes this Washington 10, Ravens 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
Wilson.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Wentz. And over the middle, this is Parker. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got a
Wentz now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wentz again. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Wentz to throw again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
14.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete to Parker, left side.
Wentz's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
33-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possession.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have taken the lead.
Suck up on for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Gerald Everett. A gain of 15. And a Raven first down.
From the gun, Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Jonathan Taylor. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Washington 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
McCaffrey. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th-quarter lead.
Brought down at the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On play action, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Washington 31, Ravens 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got a man complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ravens.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game.